my gorgeous Taurians. This is Debs and this is your reading for October 2024 Taurus. In meditation, I simply saw someone looking out at this incredible view. And then someone came up behind them and said, "Are you ready? Let's do this." And attached something to this person's back. I couldn't see what it was. Grabbed their hand and literally stepped off this cliff. And this person was so shocked, they just went with it. It's as if it was instantaneous. They had no choice. So Taurus, I don't know whether or not you are going to be cajoled into taking the plunge with someone. I don't know, this could be anything from someone saying to you, "Look, I know we've only been dating for, a week, but do you want to go on holiday with me?" And you're thinking, really? I've only known you 5 days and you want to spend 2 weeks with me on holiday? Could be something like that. It could be, Taurus, something crazy like an impulsive proposal. It's a situation that you're going to go with, but you may not feel you've got a choice. But you're going to run with it, is what I'm getting. I'm feeling really nervous, Taurus. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm feeling really nervous. Let's get into this and find out. The deck that I'm using is a Sanctus Concordia. Everything, as you know by now, guys, is in the description box, okay? And yeah, Taurus, let's jump in. Are you ready to take the plunge? You may not have a choice, or you may be so blown away that you simply go with it, or you say yes. Let's see what this is all about, my lovely Taurians. I'm now seeing two people having a conversation. They're standing in the living room having a conversation, a couple. And one person saying to the other, "Do you think we could do something like moving?" And there's silence for a few seconds. And the other person saying, "Why not?" Why not? Let's see what's available. And they're both looking at each other in shock, as if, wow, have we just decided to move house in the space of a couple of minutes? Yeah. Yeah, Page of Wands. Taurus, it's as if someone's saying to you, or this could be you talking to someone, "I've got a brilliant idea. I've got a brilliant idea." And the other person's sort of standing there a little bit shell-shocked. Four of Wands. "I've got a brilliant idea." Wow. Now, the Four of Wands can represent a property. It can be a proposal. This can be moving in together, getting engaged. Taurus, what are you guys doing? You're definitely taking the plunge somehow. I mean, this could be, "I love you, will you marry me?" Out of the blue. We will see, Taurus. In the past, the Moon. In the past, Taurus, you were sat in a lot of emotion for whatever this situation was. It could be romantic, it may not be. But there was also a sense of fear of what was going to be happening later on down the line. After that time, Taurus, King of Pentacles. As a feminine, you may have talked to a King of Pentacles, could have literally been your other half. You may have been living together. You could even have been married. Or Taurus, this is you, thinking about long-term commitment or thinking about stability. In your thoughts, Taurus, wow, the Queen of Pentacles, no way, King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, you could be male or female. Taurus, you either believe that you've met your person, and what you're thinking about is, well, why do we need to sort of beat around the bush? Why do we need to delay? Let's do this. Or Taurus, this is a really serious conversation between you and someone else about a property or a business even. Something to do with stability. I've got a brilliant idea, right? So in the immediate future, my beautiful Taurians, Four of Pentacles. The nerves kick in. Oh my goodness. Did we really talk about doing this? Okay. Maybe we should think about this a bit longer. You may be worried about money. You may be feeling this is a little bit impulsive. In your fears, the Magician, yeah, you're fearing manifesting this. You're thinking about it, but you're actually fearful of taking the plunge. In the environment is a Seven of Wands. Taurus, you guys make me laugh because here we have you. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, you could be the King of Pentacles, but we have a couple. In the middle, we have someone doing something really impulsive linked to the Four of Wands. This is, I love you, let's get married. Or this could be, I've got a brilliant idea, I think we should just move house. And you're all very excited about this for a few minutes or 24 hours. And then you come back together and say, oh, actually, yeah, let's, I think we need a bit more time. We were caught up in the moment. Let's just think about this, right? You sort of desperately backpedal. Because this is you saying to your person, yeah, I think we ought to hold back because this is quite a big deal. And your person sat in the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I agree that they're a little bit defensive. Yeah, I agree. Let's think about this, but let's not jump into it, right? What are you guys doing in your hopes? You're hoping for the Tower. Why do I feel, Taurus, you're simply hoping for massive change? Are you clinging on to an old cycle, or do you feel sat in a bit of stagnant energy? It's as if you want to erase your thoughts of what was and build a new future. And that's what you're looking at doing. You're both intuitively feeling this is right. Whoever came up with this idea or whoever expressed their feelings, both of you were really excited. Oh my goodness, yes, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And then this is both of you pulling back. Completely mutual. Completely mutual. The outcome, Taurus, is the Ten of Pentacles. Is a Ten of Pentacles. So this is either you two sitting, in the kitchen, having a cup of coffee, right? Chatting about issues to do with money, issues to do with stability, or, we're sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel. And then both of you looking at each other thinking, well, hang on, we're sitting in a property worth quite a bit, actually. Why don't we move? Why don't we move somewhere smaller? We don't need all this space. We could pocket the equity and we've solved a massive issue. Could be that. Or this could be a very romantic dinner, a good bottle of wine, and one of you reaching across the table and saying, do you fancy getting hitched? Should we do it? Should we just elope and get married? And the other person's really excited and said, yes, let's do it. But then a few minutes or 24 hours later, you're both rethinking, hang on. Maybe this was a little bit impulsive. But Taurus, the outcome is either you moving house and releasing a lot of equity, so you're sat in the Ten of Pentacles, or this is you two deciding to run off and get married. This is major. What you're thinking about, Taurus, is the Two of Cups. You're thinking you're in love, or you're thinking you're in a beautiful, close partnership with someone. The Hangman. You're looking at things totally differently. You're looking at things from a different perspective. You're also realizing that you may have kept yourself stuck for a period of time. Whoever sat in the Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups. Yeah. Let's just pull back and think about this. This is a great idea. Great idea. Ace of Pentacles. Let's just think about this. This is a really big deal. This is uprooting and moving, or this is you two discussing getting married. So you're both on board, and then you both flip out thinking, wow, this is huge. Are we ready for this? But the outcome is pretty fantastic. Underneath the deck, my lovely Taurians, we got the Hierophant. So this is your Taurian energy. This is tradition, religion. This is community. This is family values. This is acting with integrity. And then the Hermit, doing a lot of soul searching. Virgo energy. The Fool. Interesting, right? Should we just go and do this? Should we just bite the bullet and embrace this? And then this is you screeching to a halt. Oh my God, what are we doing? What are we doing? Do we really want to do this? Are we sure? What are the implications? What's going to happen if it all goes wrong? Yeah, no, I feel, Taurus, you're just overthinking and overanalyzing this. What the divine is trying to express to you is you were both initially filled with excitement. And then the fear kicked in. Just fear. Fear is not real, Taurus. It's not real. It's almost as if you were going to go with what you both felt, but then your logical mind kicked in. Hang on, hang on, hang on. But I do feel the angels are saying this would be really, really good for you. Really good for you. So guys, here we go. Archangel Michael, why is Taurus sat in the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands? Interesting energy. The Four of Cups. Taurus, you've both been sitting in a bit of a flatline energy. Nothing much to look forward to, not terribly excited about things. It's as if you're both itching for change, which means, Taurus, this isn't a brand new relationship. What are you thinking about, Taurus? Now, you could be a masculine or a feminine. Yeah, you've been working really hard, saving your finances, you know, paying the bills, being careful for quite a long time. For quite a long time as a couple. King and Queen of Pentacles, right? Justice. You've both worked to maintain this connection. Things are nice and balanced. You're now thinking about a contract for some reason. Could be house deeds, could be work. Yeah. You're standing at crossroads. You're standing at crossroads, Taurus, thinking about the past. Six of Cups. Thinking about the past. What was the energy of the moon in the past? Both of you, I think, really enjoyed this relationship. But both of you were hiding how you really felt about your situation. Yeah, you held back with the Strength card. Or Taurus, both of you may have thought to yourselves, we need to hang on to our money very tightly, because what if our health declines? What if it all goes wrong? We need to have enough money in equity, in a property, in case everything goes wrong. But Taurus, you may be of the mindset now, well, what are we doing? We're both actually very healthy. Have we been overly careful? What else were you thinking about in the past? Yeah, we've got to be really careful. Let's not overspend. You know, this is you, I don't know, saving food vouchers and buying the cheapest cuts and getting a few bits and pieces secondhand. I mean, you were really, really careful. Up in your heads, you know, what if one of us gets sick? What if something drastic happens, right? I'm hearing, what if the sky falls in? And you may have realized that you lived in a state of fear for quite a long time, and actually for no reason. After that time, Taurus, one of you took a really good look at your finances. One of you. And with the Nine of Cups, what you realized was, actually, on the quiet, we're doing really well, because we haven't been impulsive, we haven't overspent, we haven't done anything that we regret, we haven't splashed out on new cars, you know, we haven't gone on luxury holidays, we've been really, really careful. But what you're realizing is now, you've reached a stage of your life where you're actually wanting some excitement. It's almost as if what you're realizing is life is short. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are. I don't think I'm dealing with a young couple, that's for sure. You could be in your 60s, you could be in your 70s, you could be older. I'm dealing with a couple who's realizing, you know what, in the nicest sense, and I'm going to be a bit blunt, guys, in the nicest sense, we've maybe only got 20 years, 30 years left on this earth. What are we doing here? Isn't it time we began to kick up our heels and do something a little bit impulsive? We've been careful, we've been sensible all our lives. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Oh, Taurus. I mean, this is both of you saying to each other, look, you know, we've managed to stay together. It hasn't been easy, but we've done it. Sometimes you may look back, Taurus, and think, blimey, you know, it was a bit of a roller coaster occasionally, but you're stable. What you're realizing now is, Taurus, you're sort of sitting in a bit of a stale energy whilst life is ticking on. And I think you're deciding to do something about it. What were you thinking about, Taurus, in the immediate past? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, your savings. Your savings. Maybe you were saving for a rainy day. Maybe, again, you were saving as a sort of safety net. But Taurus, you may have reached this point in your lives where you're sitting on a property where the mortgage is paid off. It may be worth a fair amount. You may have decent pensions, right? Because if you're in your 60s or 70s, you were of the generation where you may have benefited from house prices rising, you know, all that type of thing. But this aha moment, Taurus, is you both looking at each other thinking, you know what, I don't want to be careful anymore. I don't want to be sensible anymore. I want to start really enjoying the time that we have left. So with the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, this could be you, this could be your partner. What's on your mind? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You're actually sitting symbolically on a fortune. Now, guys, it's all relative. It's all relative, right? But what you've been assessing is, here we are in this beautiful, stable situation, but we've been coasting. We've just been scrimping every penny, not doing anything impulsive. And I think you're now getting a big wake-up call. You want a little bit of fun, Taurus, or you want to plow your energy into something new and exciting. Yes, Temperance. You got money in the bank and you've just been coasting. Yeah. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. What are we doing here? Life is too short. So you two have come up with an idea. And it's something a bit mad. It could be chucking all the cards in the air, selling the property, releasing cash, living somewhere much smaller, and spending the money on really, really enjoying the next 20, 30 years. It could be lovely, luxurious holidays. It could be you may decide to put the money towards buying a little holiday home somewhere. This is you realizing you've been sitting in this fear mentality for too long. You have done well, but you're both bored. You're both probably sitting in a lovely 4-bedroom house that you've paid off and you're both bored. And I don't know, you could be wandering from room to room, Taurus, thinking, yeah, you know what, it's just the two of us. Why do we need a 4-bedroom house? This is crazy. Why do we need a large garden? It only needs maintaining. As we get older, we don't really want to do that. Why are we just sitting here? Taurus, this is a huge life change, whatever you're doing here. So in the immediate future, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. This is the next morning, or this is later on that day. You're meeting your partner, right, in the kitchen next morning or later on that day. You know what? I've been thinking about this. Is it a bit rash? I mean, should we really be doing this? 4 of Pentacles. Maybe we should just hang on to the money. Your partner, Taurus, is absolutely on the same page. Yeah, I think we should just hang on a little bit and really think about this before taking the plunge. 7 of Wands. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands for my lovely Taurians? Thank you, Michael. The 16th of October, Michael's pointing forward to the 24th of December. Okay, Christmas Eve. So you've had this wonderful idea. You've had this bright idea. Both got very excited about it. But then later on, fear kicked in. What's the energy of the 7 of Wands, Taurus? This is your person. Yeah, exactly. Judgment, Sag energy for some. Judgment is, this is a really big decision. This is a really big decision. We need to really think about this. We need to think about this. 6 of Pentacles. We've got to be careful. This is about your stability, your finances, Taurus. Yes. 8 of Wands. I think we should look at the implications of actually doing this. My lovely Taurians. Yeah, absolutely. 2 of Swords. Let's not do anything too rash. Let's just sit and think about this. Let's think about this. 10 of Cups. Let's think about what this will mean for the rest of the family, right? We don't want to do anything too crazy here. Page of Pentacles. But Taurus, you may also be thinking, for those of you that this resonates with, of your children. We've got 2 children here. We've got a page. I don't know, Taurus, whether or not you're even in a situation where you two have been, carefully saving money, scrimping and saving. We need to be super careful because who knows what's going to happen in our old age. Well, you may be, in the nicest sense, in the winter years of your life, in a situation where you know your children are struggling. Page of Pentacles. So I don't know whether or not this has got anything to do with you looking at the money that you've accumulated, whether it's in savings, investments, whether it's in a property, and maybe realizing that you need to spread the wealth a little bit, potentially. Well, maybe we should think about helping out our kids. Could be. I mean, your kids may be in their 40s. I don't know, Taurus, but it's a possibility. Or what your person is saying, Taurus, is Page of Pentacles. If we're going to do something a little bit impulsive, let's do it, but let's not spend too much, just in case. And I think, Taurus, you're agreeing. What are you saying to your person? Yeah, this is a conversation about money. What are these pentacles? 3 of Pentacles. We've worked together as a team, you know. We now need to think about managing our finances in a much more productive way. There's no point in us sitting in a property worth all this money or having savings in the bank because it's not actually doing anything. Yes, it's, you know, accumulating a little bit of interest, but we could do more with the money we've got. Four of Swords. You're pulling back to think about this, even though you both feel this might be a good idea. This might be a good idea. Ace of Wands. Okay, the idea is there. We both agree that we could do something here, but let's give this some more thought. Taurus, if you're both earth signs, you're not going to be doing anything impulsive. But what I see with the energy of the Fool is you may just do something a little bit crazy. What's on your mind, Taurus? Anything else? The High Priestess. You're not saying anything to your partner, but what you're thinking about is, if we're going to do something like this, we can't just sit and think about it for the next 6 months. It's a waste of time. We need to get going with it. But you are on the same page in terms of the fact that you don't want to look back with regret. So this is quite an important decision. You may be dealing with thousands of pounds worth of equity, savings, investments, you know. You don't want to do anything that's going to be risky. What's the energy between you two? What's the energy? The Sun. Now, the Sun can be anything from global travel. It can be expansion and growth. It can be you two simply looking ahead and thinking, what is going to make us really happy? Maybe you and your family. What is going to make us all really happy? This is crazy. We're sitting in this stagnant energy. We've got money in the bank. What are we doing here? Now, what is interesting, Taurus, is after a little bit of time, what you're thinking of is, I'm hoping for the Tower. Are you hoping, Taurus, that your person's going to turn to you one day and say, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why are we just delaying this? You're wanting change, Taurus. You're wanting the Tower. This is what you're hoping for. What else are you hoping for, guys? The World. Yeah, why don't we just close a cycle of scrimping and saving and being super careful? For God's sake, we're only going to be on this planet for another 20, 30 years. What are we doing? You could be deciding to release money to help children, your kids. Here's us sitting in a lovely home. Our kids are going through a really tough time, can hardly keep a roof over their head. What are we doing, you know? So guys, with the Ten of Pentacles, I think you are looking at what you have. You may be writing down, okay, we've got that money in that investment. We've got possibly this amount of equity. You're looking at everything that you have. And what I feel you're going to be doing is making a very big life change. I do feel that this revolves around moving. I do. Because your person is looking at options to move. This is uprooting and moving. Okay, and we have a bright idea about a property, 4 of Wands. So I think, Taurus, the first thing you're going to think about doing is looking for a smaller property to release more cash. That's what you're going to do. Now, with the 10 of Pentacles, what you may be realizing is your property is worth quite a lot of money. You may be surprised. You may get a valuation done and you may be in shock. It might be the area's come up in the last 10, 20 years, and you may be realizing you're sitting on a bit of a gold mine. What are you going to be doing with the 10 of Pentacles? I think, Taurus, you may decide to have a really serious sit-down chat with your family. I think this is you and your children, or you and your child. And what you're going to say is, look, we've done some thinking. We've been sitting on this abundance for way too long. We want to celebrate life. We want change. We've decided to sell the house. We've decided to release the cash. And we're going to move somewhere smaller, which means that not only do we have a little bit more cash to play with, enjoy for the rest of our lives, we've realized that we can actually pull together 10 Pentacles, which is a lot. So we want to make sure that you're okay. I don't know, if your children are grown up with their own kids, you could be saying to your children, we want to put money aside for our grandkids, right? So what else are you going to be doing here, Taurus? The King of Swords. You may be seeking advice pertaining to legalities. Now, this could be actually putting your house on the market. This could be you speaking to an estate agent, what is available in the area. Maybe this could be you two talking to your child or children about inheritance. There's no point in you having it when we're gone, or we feel you should have it now. Yeah, so what else have we got here, my lovely Taurians? The Chariot, yeah, moving. I don't know, if you've had the same old banger, right? Your old clapped out car that you've been sharing for the last 10 years, you may decide to both go out and buy new cars. You're upgrading your life somehow, but you also seem to be helping someone else or 2 or 3 other people. So what's the opinion of the other person or people? I think could very well be family or children, grandchildren. Yeah, wow. I'm getting a sense, Taurus, they may be massively relieved because the 9 of Wands is, thank God for that. Right? Grandma and Grandpa have been sitting in their beautiful 4-bedroom house and we can barely scrape enough together to afford a 1-bed flat, right? I mean, times have changed, haven't they? I think whoever you are being generous to, Taurus, is extremely grateful. Look at that energy. Oh, thank goodness. I'm no longer having to be sat in the 9 of Wands. There's a wonderful sense, Taurus, of coming together and balancing out your life, releasing your hold on money that you've sort of kept tight in savings, let's just not spend anything. Oh my goodness, what happens later on? You're just relaxing and letting go of the fear. Knight of Pentacles. You may be saying to your child or grandchildren, the money's going to be sent to you, transferred to you, possibly in a few months. We've got to sort a few things out, but it's on its way. You're almost saying to whoever this is, don't worry. We maybe should have looked at doing this before, but we didn't look at doing this before. We're going to do it now. Lovely energy. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, Emperor. I'm getting a daddy figure, right? Oh, someone's dad is stepping up here. And I also feel, Taurus, male or female, there's a sense of we need to take control of the situation now so that we can make sure everyone's happy and we can start really enjoying our lives. Yeah, Taurus. Major change and transformation. Absolutely. Out with the old, in with the new. Let's get going. Let's move everything around, see what we've got, and switch things up. Beautiful energy. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, Empress. So, guys, I mean, this to me looks like a couple who've been together for a long time, very financially stable, but have suddenly turned around and thought to themselves, okay, we're now, coming to the winter of our lives. We should make some changes. We should look at what we have and arrange it so that we can help other people, so we have a little bit of extra cash ourselves, because life is short. Super exciting, Taurus. Yeah, 3 of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in, embracing change, both of you. Yeah. The Star, healing, Taurus. I don't know whether or not there were issues within the family, or I don't know whether or not you two were just sat in fear that one of you was going to become ill and the other would have to struggle on their own. But Taurus, what you're realizing is you've reached a certain age, everything is fine, and you've got more than enough for any eventualities in the future, as well as extra cash. Taurus. So guys, an unusual reading, but there we go. If it resonated with you, do let me know. And as always, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye, Taurus.